hope you and your families are well. We're about 36 hours away from Pesach, and I want to share a short thought with you to bring to your Pesach experience and to your Seder. We have one guest that everyone invites at the Seder table, and he's called Eliyahu Hanavi, Elijah the prophet. We open the door for him at the end of our Seder. Yet at the same time, there are 4 guests that come that we don't necessarily invite. In fact, the rabbis brought him right into the Haggadah and said, they're with you. As the Haggadah tells us, Keneged arba banim dibra Torah. The Torah refers to 4 sons. And they're familiar to most of us. There's the Chacham, there's the wise son who's hungry and thirsty for greater depth of understanding and experience into their lives as Jews. The celebrations, the customs, the laws, the holidays. There's the Rasha, the evil son, which the son of a Rebbe of blessed memory tells us is not an evil son. It's an individual who thinks evil of themselves. They look at their temperament, their history, their bad habits, their sins, and they say, there's no way I'm part of the Jewish people. And yet the rabbis say, no, you're actually around the Seder table. Then there's the Tam, the simple child, who has the education and experience of Judaism very similar to what they had when they were a child in elementary school and didn't go beyond that understanding. And they are around the Seder table. And finally, there's the She'eno Yodea Lishol. The child has no idea what to ask. They have not been introduced to concepts, to experiences, to the rhythm of Jewish living. They just haven't had it. And they're coming around the table because they're curious. And perhaps these are not 4 guests that we have, but rather our rabbis are telling us the reality is these 4 elements of ourselves are at the Seder. There's no one person who doesn't know anything. There's no one person who's simple in every aspect of their lives necessarily. There's no one person who's completely evil. And no one person who is a chacham in every single aspect of their lives. All these 4 characteristics reside within us, and we need to bring them to the table. And as the Haggadah tells us, Keneged arba banim dibra Torah. The Torah is keneged, is alongside each and every one of these personalities and characters. Whether you're feeling at your best, whether you're feeling that you're really not doing well, or you're not familiar, or have just a really kind of a cursory understanding of something, the Torah is right there next to you. And when we look at the Seder as the ultimate, the quintessential educational experience, we realize this is a time to bring our whole selves to the experience. Because the Seder is really the way we're supposed to educate. Generations of family around the table, friends, good food, questions, challenging, noise, singing, all these things are what make Jewish education lasting and leave an impression to the next generation. So this Seder, bring everyone to the Seder. Bring the curious part of you. Bring the part of you that doesn't know how to ask. Bring the part of you that's very, very familiar and share it with other people. And even bring the part of you that doesn't feel very worthy. Because the message that we're being told on Pesach is that there's room, and there must be room, for everyone around the Seder table. Wishing you and your families a Chag Kasher V'Sameach.